welcome back to another episode of Real American Cougar. We got a real treat for you tonight. We've got our first live real guest. The very first one. We are making history tonight. Bruce, this is Bruce, my friend Bruce. Bruce, say hello to the WWW.
Hello, everybody.
Bruce is a single, mature male. He is trying to create his life. He's been through a lot of ups and downs in life, and he is at the point where he's mature and trying to create his best life. And we're going to talk about what he's been doing to do that. We're going to talk about a little bit of his background and how it feels to be a single, mature male, because I can't tell you how that feels. So, first off, before we get into all that, I just want to thank all the subscribers, and I want to thank everyone who is liking the videos, sharing the videos, looking at the Facebook page. Leave me a little comment. Let me know how you think we're doing. I'm really excited to have Bruce here. Bruce, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you at in your dating world? And
Well, dating is like, I enjoy being single. It's pretty simple. After a while, you depend on yourself, and when you depend on yourself, you don't need someone else most of the time.
mm-hmm.
It have to be someone kind of spectacular in a way that I still have my freedom.
Right,
You know?
I understand that. Not everybody, I understand being a couple and your life's kind of merging, but you still need your person and they need to be their person. And
Yes, you got to be yourselves. If you can't be together and be yourselves, then there's no sense of be together.
Gotcha. So, what are you looking for? Are you actually looking to, eventually have a relationship, or what are you looking toward in life? How are you creating your life at your age now to create your own peace and your own happiness?
A lot of studying, because I got my goals that I'm trying to set, and create this. Not being single, I really haven't thought about it too much, because I'm like really enjoying the single part where I don't have to answer to somebody. That's one of the biggest things is I don't want to answer to you. We're just together. If I go to the store, I don't want a million questions when I get back.
I can understand that.
What if I stopped and smoked a doobie behind the store or something? And you're going to be all mad at me because I was late.
We went over that in one of the episodes. It's like, don't call your boyfriend up the minute he's 10 minutes late. Want to know where he's at, because that's probably pretty aggravating, I would think.
Well, I mean, if you know each other and you're actually working on each other, then all that stuff would go away anyway, because you already know his patterns. I mean, if you're not paying attention to the size of your woman's underwear, then what are you paying attention to? You have to pay attention to the smaller things, because then the bigger things go away. Why is he late? No, he's not like that. Stuff like that. And then something's wrong, or he's okay. Too much worrying. You just can't worry too much.
So if you know each other well enough and you trust each other enough, it's going to work out fine.
Yeah, that's where you build the trust, is by not doing the stupid stuff that we did when we were younger.
Tell us about your younger life compared to your life now.
I was horrible. I was a whore. I'll be honest. I was a whore, and
I love an honest man.
I didn't understand. Now I do understand, and now I'm single. So it's like, God's teaching me as I walk through my path, and that's basically it. I wasn't a perfect person by no means or avenues. It's just the way it is. I didn't expect my woman to be perfect. It wasn't always me. Some of it was them, but maybe that's just God didn't want us to be together. That wasn't the path that he had me destined for, or that person was destined for. Mm-hmm. So all my exes, it's weird though, they still talk to me. So I didn't do too much of a bad thing.
That's good.
We're mature enough to speak to each other now and stuff,
Good.
That's a key thing.
Good.
When you're friends and you start out a relationship, you should be friends at the end. That's the maturity part about it, because I'm not in high school no more. I'm not trying to be mad at you because you're with Joe Blow or Joe Smo or whatever his name is over there. We can still be friends. That's a good quality to have when you're dating. If it don't work out, that doesn't mean that we have to go kill each other, or we have to lock each other up like you see so much these days. Be friends. Still love each other, because love is still the most important part of the whole relationship. It just isn't the part between you and that person no more, except for friendship love. That's it.
How do you feel about the beginning? Where does friendship come into play then?
The beginning is like, I don't know, because I don't really expect too much out of my friends. I only expect that you don't steal, you know, and I don't even really, I don't care if you talk about me somewhere or whatever. I don't care, none of that stuff, you know. It's friendship is what you're presenting in front of me and how you treat when I'm not there. So if you are, I don't care if you talk about me, but if you're talking about me, you should ask yourself how much of a friend you really are. You know, I mean, I don't even want to hear it because I'm not into that gossip. I'm not into the drama of high school stuff no more. You know,
That's a big difference too. We've talked about that.
it is. You know,
Nobody wants that drama anymore.
not in high school no more. I mean,
Right.
I'm in the real world. Once you step out into the real world, you find out that high school is over with and you're grown now. You know, it's like, what do I do now? You know.
Right, right. Especially when you get to be our age, then you know you're grown and
Well,
you know
yeah, when you get
gotta
to
do
be our age, things start breaking down.
That's right.
You know, so the dating is a little different because things break down. That's all. You know.
I find that there aren't as many available single people to date, and that's one of one of the issues that I have. Is a lot of people are married, they've got kids, they got grandkids. At this stage in their life, they're devoted to their partner, and so there's not a whole lot out there to choose from. I don't think anymore as far as that goes. And then you, like me, I want to be choosy. You know, if I want somebody, I'm going to spend a lot of my time with.
I'm that way too. I don't want someone who's going to be my mom. You know, I want someone who's going to be my woman. I mean, if I do something dumb, tell me that I did something dumb. Don't like ridicule me like a child. You know,
Right.
there's a difference.
Right.
I'm grown. If I decide I want to go parachuting and I jump out of a plane, well, I actually want to go squirrel. I want that squirrel suit. I want to jump off the mountain and I want to fly down it. That's what I want to do.
Oh,
That's
you want that gliding?
the gliding? They call it the squirrel suit.
Yeah.
In the military, it's called the squirrel suit. That's what I want to fly. I want to try that. If I died doing that, that would make me happy. I'd smile. My death would have a smile. Because that would be so fun. Haven't you ever dreamed when you were a kid? You know, like, did you ever have a dream where you're flying?
Not
A
really.
lot of people have. I mean, maybe some haven't, but I mean that's pretty cool. That'd be kind of something cool to do with a date. She might be scared, but I'm not gonna lie. I'd probably be scared too, but I just want to try it. Throw me. I don't know. Just throw me. Tell me to open it up, and we'll figure it out from there. But that would be fun.
Do you have a bucket list?
Yeah, not really. I do got one place, you know, that I would like to. I'd love to take a date there because I've never been there, and I live in the same state that this park is in, and I've always wanted to go see it. Letchworth State Park. Everyone says it's beautiful in the fall when the leaves are changing. That's when I want to go. I don't want to go when it's summertime, and I want to go in the fall time when all the leaves are changing. That'd be a good date.
Yeah, that'd be beautiful. You got a good creativity for thinking of nice things to do.
Yeah, I want to see that place. Everyone says it's gorgeous. Got to see it. One day. Someday.
What do you find attractive in a woman?
The most attractive part of the woman is not being the mom. You know, let me be man. I'll let you be the woman. You know, that's the most attractive part. Is don't like bark orders. You know, just let's be together and see how it works. You know, kind of like a hippie thing, basically. You know,
Kind of like a laid back.
let's stay loyal.
Laid
Let's,
back.
you know, I'm not going to run around and be around. I mean, I'm still going to talk to other females, but not like I talk to the female that I'm with. There's a difference. You know, I might sit there and have a cup of coffee with someone or smoke a joint or something or whatever they are into. I don't drink, so I don't like no alcohol no more. And no smoking cigarettes. That's a good quality too now.
Good.
Because I don't want to support someone else's habit. That is a good thing. You know, you don't really want to support any of their habits. It's a good thing about dating. That's not what we're here for as men. Just like women, you're not there to like go buy me aftershave lotion. That's my job. You don't use it. How much aftershave do you use? You know.
Minimal.
Yes. And, like there's personal things that we don't do.
Okay,
You know?
gotcha. Well, that's a good point. That's a good
But
point.
loyalty, and you got to build that trust, and don't be mom. Just be a mom to your kids. Your man
Right.
isn't your kid.
Be an equal to your partner.
Exactly.
Be a mom
We're
to your
equal.
kids. That's
Yep.
good.
If you want to go to the bar and watch a band, have a good time. I'm going to go up to the woods and walk around or something, and I'm not into like crowds anymore. So that I don't like dates like that. That's one thing that I would definitely not go on a date when there's a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not into a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Not-
Yeah. The noise kind of gets to you as you get older, and the
Well,
closeness kind
it's
of gets to
that
you.
noise, and it's a lot of noise. Some people have noise already that other people don't know about.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get around some people, the noise gets louder, and then it ends up bad. So I don't like a lot of people, and date like that. No, let's not go see a lot of people. Let's go to State Park, walk through the woods or something. I'd rather see a bear than a human. That might be weird, but
Well, it sounds like a nice date. A nice
Yeah.
walk out
Oh,
in the
yeah.
fall sounds
Oh,
like a
yeah.
very nice date. Well, what can you tell me? What turns you on? Can you
In a
tell me
woman?
what turns you on?
I love an independent woman. I love when they're making ends meet, no matter what odds have been thrown at them. I mean, I have a friend. I'm not going to mention her name, but I think she's the strongest woman that I have ever met in my life. And if she gets to watch this episode, she will know who she is, because I helped her. I got all this money when I got my settlement from this stuff, and she was living outside with kids down in Florida, and her so-called man. That to me is like, I wouldn't let none of my kids live outside unless I was next to them, and I would make sure that they could take my heat and live. And I used to help her, and that to me that's what I like. I like a strong, like, woman that doesn't give up. That says, okay, I know this is going to be a rough ride, because dating is basically like riding a river with rapids in it. Sometimes you go down the smooth lane, and then sometimes it gets rough. But the dating part that moves on is the part when you say, hey, I'm going to ride them rapids with you, and then it'll smooth out again. And she did it. She's a very strong woman, and she's awesome. She still fights every day, and that's what I look for. I kind of want someone who is, and the other thing is, I know they ain't going to be out there being promiscuous, if that's the term, for being out there and jumping into one and to another. And yeah, who wants that? Who wants to? When you're dating, you're trying to like make your life better.
Mm-hmm.
You're not trying to date and go backwards. I drank when I was young. I don't drink no more. I quit drinking in '93, so it's been a long time since I've really went out and got drunk. But that's a scene that I wouldn't go on. That'd be a turn off too. That's why I said I'm leading into it, because another big turn off is an alcoholic woman. I don't want a woman who wants to be drunk all the time either. That's a big turn off. That's not only that. It's just it's just not cute. It's not beautiful in a woman. A woman shouldn't have to. If you guys are together and we're working on each other, which dating does before you actually take the steps to, it's like a testing ground basically when you're dating, and you don't want to, like, when you're out there testing, I don't want to see you falling down drunk. I don't need to go and do all that. And we can go have a steak or something somewhere, go for a walk. I don't want to be around alcohol. If you want to drink, I'll drink at home. Myself, I have a couple drinks. I don't get drunk. I just, sometimes, stress hits you, and I have a couple drinks. I still have a bottle of rum in my fridge. It's been there for like 2 years because I don't drink like that.
Yeah, we had
That's a
talked
turn
about
off. You know,
one of
cigarettes.
the
That's a turn off now. Seeing how I
cigarettes.
quit smoking. You know,
Hmm.
that's a big turn off since I quit smoking. So I'm trying to be healthy again. I'm trying to go the opposite way because I've had a lot of things happen, and I quit smoking because it was affecting the gums and my teeth and that. So it's just I'm trying to get healthy, and dating is a little different now.
Hmm.
You know,
Right, a lot different.
it's rough. It's rough, but I'll make it. I'll make it.
Oh yeah. That's the thing. What I've been talking about is whether you're with somebody or whether you're not, you owe it to yourself to make your best life that you can make.
Yes.
And you, after we are at the age we are, we've been through a lot of things that we've been through. There are certain things that we can accept and certain things that we will not.
Yeah, and there's a lot of triggers when
Mm-hmm.
uh,
But
what you got to remember though in dating is some people haven't had a great life. You might have grew up with that parent that loved you or whatever. Some of us didn't grow up that way, and it's a little difficult because a lot of triggers come and you don't even know that person has them triggers. You just got to be willing to keep moving forward in a relationship. That's the biggest thing in our age, And the other thing, I like companionship. If you're into listening to music and sitting there having a cup of coffee and tending a garden with a lot of vegetables or something, that's to me is like the path that has been presented to me. So that's the path that I take now.
sounds like more of a calm, peaceful.
It's a peaceful
Nice
thing.
life for
I
you.
just don't want to argue no more. I've come to that point where in a relationship, I don't want to argue. I'm not going to fight for you to be here. If you want to walk out that door, have a good time if that's your choice. I'm not going to argue. It's just a point where you get to a point where you've tried everything. When you get older, you've tried mostly everything that can be possibly done to like be in a relationship, do the right thing. But like for me, my family left as soon as I got sick. As soon as I was diagnosed with something wrong with me, they all left. It created a different world for me. So you get used to it after a while, and then dating becomes like a very peculiar thing because it's like all these triggers happen, and then you're not ready. You'd be like, "Yo, I'm not ready." It's not you, it's me. And
Well, that's a positive strength in you to know if you're ready or you're not.
Yes,
That's a good thing.
it is a very positive note. You have to know all that. It's part of your inner peace. You can't get inner peace until you come with peace.
You kind of have to look into yourself and dissect yourself, and
get
you
your soul
kind
and
of gotta
rearrange
take care
it.
of the things right. Throw out the things that don't belong there.
Oh, yeah.
Keep the things that you can use and go forward to
That's a
calm you
definite.
and
That's a definite.
create
you
your
have
life.
to throw certain things away, and it's a learning. Dating is a learning. It's a life lesson that maybe we're not made to be with someone. Maybe that's why some of us aren't dating and find. Maybe it's just God saying, "Hey, you're already dating. I'm your date."
Well,
You can't have a better date than that because you can't
Well-
really classify it male or female as God because it doesn't have, God doesn't have a classification.
right.
But God, I know, does show himself to people in his own form and what they want to see sometimes.
So it's all about the inner peace.
The inner peace comes when you just don't care. Like
When you're free to just be yourself.
when you're
and-
free to be free and you don't care. Like, what are you going to do to me now? You've thrown me in and out of prison, and everything in my life has been taken away, but I'm not giving up. That's the thing. You don't give up. Somewhere in this world, there's a place for me and the person that I'm supposed to be with. And I'll know when that person is there because I won't, you won't be able to not know you. The higher power or whatever you guys want to be politically correct with. The higher power, God, whatever you want to call, he's the one that makes your path. You just got to walk that path, and when you stray from it, he's the one that teaches you that lesson to put you back in the direction that you need to go, you know.
Some of us just get more lessons than others.
Some of us might need more lessons than others.
You're right about that.
I don't know about the swearing, but I was an a-hole when I was younger. But, you know,
Well.
I'm not going to lie about it. I wasn't a perfect human being. It's taken a long time to find peace from everything that has happened, that I've done, and try to move on and correct all the mistakes that I've made. And it's hard. It's hard.
So what advice would you give us, single, mature women? If you had one piece of advice to give us, what would you give us?
I think it would be a question.
Okay.
I think the question would be is, what would you expect in a relationship? Would you expect patience? Would you expect them to learn you and know you and get to figure out who you are before you jump off the wall and be all upset all the time? I think it's just like inner peace. It's just, if you see something that's not right, you don't have to hate it. You can just like, okay, I don't need to be a part of that. You know, hate is like a bad thing, but to have inner peace, you got to throw all that away. You know, feed the poor, feed everybody. You know, do things that make your soul happy. You know, I mean, I gave my dinner up tonight because someone don't have food and they needed to eat. So
He gets it, ladies.
I gave my dinner to the lady that was hungry, and I'm hoping I can get a cheeseburger later.
Well, that would be great. Thank you so much for being a guest on the show, the very first guest. This is a very historical, momentous occasion.
It's kind of
Thank you
different.
very much.
It's kind of fun.
Thank you for sharing.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate that. And thank you for watching. I really appreciate having Bruce here. I have to chuckle at him because I know some of the backstories,
Yeah.
so I have to chuckle. But this is kind of the idea of what goes through a guy's mind. We ladies don't know what goes through a guy's mind, so I brought one of the greatest minds that I could find, and we had a little chat here. And if you find this interesting, if you have questions, if you want to make a comment, leave us a comment below the video. Leave us a comment on the Facebook page or give us a message on Facebook page. You can email at racmatureculture@gmail.com. Want to thank Bruce for being here. Want to thank Lost Recording Studio for everything. And we'll see you again in a couple weeks. Peace out.